Yo, what is up, all you Stone Cold Superfly Illmatic Fish Keeping Fucking Dogs? You watching Aqua Funkin' Quiet with me, Aqua Funkin'. If this is your first time watching, please hit the subscription icon and notification bell so that anytime I put out something wacky, something wild, something fish related, you'll be notified immediately. Okay, so listen, thumbnail said problem child. Well, there's a good reason. See, I got Fry, and a lot of you guys are probably being like, "Oh, Funk, what are you talking about? Fry's great." Yeah, having Fry is great. That means you're doing a good job. That means you're feeding them good. That means the water is good. That means you're doing a good job. But in this particular case, it's a problem. And the jewels that I have here in this 40 breeder Florida native tank are the problem. My fault. Totally my fault. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so first of all, let me get this out of the way. This I'm gonna put a little card up there talking about this tank to give you a little bit of idea of what it is. I don't want to get into it too much because I already did a good video about that, about how this tank is completely filled with fish that you can get from Florida waterways. Some of them are indigenous, some of them are invasive. In fact, most of them are invasive. At any rate, I wanted to put out a native tank, and in my opinion, these fish have been here for so many years, and they're going to continue to be here for years. I consider them Florida native. So I put this tank together to highlight, showcase what Florida has to offer in their basically ditches, ponds, and whatever. And one of the fish that I wanted to have in there was the African Jewel Cichlid from the rivers and streams of Africa. Now this fish is very prolific. They're like convicts. In fact, other than the way they look, there's not much difference in these two fish, the convicts, even though they come from different places. One from Africa, one from South America, Central America. They're not different. They're requirements. Their requirements are pretty much identical. See, the jewel being a cichlid from Africa, you would assume that it's like one of the cichlids from the Great Lakes, one of the 3 big lakes in Africa, but they're from the rivers and streams, so their pH is lower and their temperature requirements is different. Their habitats are completely different. At any rate, that's why they're doing so well here in Florida. I got a bunch of them. Real easy to do. I got a video on showing how I catch wild jewels, and I put a bunch of them in there because I wanted to cherry pick the best one. I got down to 2. There were 2, and they were obviously a male and a female, but this female was showing incredible color and the male not so much. Now I knew the male had the potential to look better than the female, but the female was really hard for me to pick. And it took so long for me to pick that I just forgot about it. And a lot of you guys who've ever kept jewels or know it are probably saying the same thing. Oh, big mistake. Yeah, I know. And some of you guys who don't know about jewels, I'm gonna tell you why it's a mistake. Like I said, jewels are prolific breeders, and they are ferocious parents. As you can see, even this bluegill right here, who is 10 times the size of those jewels, is stuck on this side of the tank, along with the convict, the Mayan cichlid, large 4-line pictus catfish, crayfish, and my black coral. They're all confined to that side of the tank, while you see 2 jewels popping their heads out right there. Those 2 jewels are, look at that. Ooh, she don't, is that the man? Yeah, that's the female, y'all. She don't play. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I got this 40 breeder completely divided by 2 factions, fry and no fry. Now here's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is what to do now. Okay, I cannot keep these two fish in this aquarium because they're going to continue to breed and there's going to continue to be fighting. Now, two things are going to happen. One is these parents are going to get exhausted. They're going to be completely exhausted from all the continual fighting, and probably one of the other fish, smaller fish, are going to die, or both is going to happen. Either way, they cannot protect these fry forever. They're eventually going to get ate. But before that happens, some of the original inhabitants are going to take a serious beating, and probably, some fatal wounds are going to occur. So I can take the parents out, put them in their own setup. It's going. I don't really foresee me being able to catch all those fries, so I'm probably going to have to let them just be ate by the other fish. That's a possibility. I could continue to breed these two jewels, but I have to think, is it worth it? Is there a market for that? I might be breeding jewels and having thousands and thousands of jewels for nothing, because I wouldn't be able to get rid of them. So another option is to keep nothing but one of the parents in there and rehoming the other one. Either way, it's a dilemma, because I'm gonna have to tear this tank up together. That's one of the reasons why I didn't take the parents out, because over time I decided both of them look good, and do I really want to tear the tank up? I knew I had to do it eventually. I guess now's the time. Hope you blow your motor up. So that's where I'm at with this. What do you think? What would you do if you had this? Would you keep the parents and just breed the fry out? It's going to be an ongoing thing. They don't stop. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to sell them if you are in a market where it's called for. I'm in Florida. Like I said, I got these out of a ditch in 15 minutes with a bait trap. I don't really further see them being I have seen them here sold for like $8, but I don't think the market is that hungry for Jewel Cichlids out here. I don't know. What would you do?